Good morning, students. Today I am going to explain you just the application of Pythagoras theorem and the Apollonius theorem. These both the applications and Apollonius theorem that are based on the Pythagoras theorem. If you know the Pythagoras theorem, then it is very simple to understand. In the Pythagoras theorem, the relation between the hypotenuse and side making a right angle, that is the relation between the opposite side to the right angle and remaining two side we are learning in the Pythagoras theorem. In a triangle, relation between the side opposite to acute angle and remaining two sides and relation of side opposite to obtuse angle. Now this one is a acute angle, one is acute and one is a obtuse angle that we have to study. Now firstly see the acute angle triangle. See the acute angle triangle means when one right angle triangle is there and the other angles are the acute angle, then how to study the Pythagoras theorem. Now see, consider the triangle ABC. Angle C is the acute angle. AD is perpendicular to BC. It means that AD is height of the triangle ABC. Then we have to prove AB square is equal to BC square plus AC square minus 2BC into DC. Now simple, very simple here. Now see, whatever given we have to AB is C. We have to consider the side by the variable. AC is B, AD is equal to P, BD is equal to A minus X and DC is equal to X. So in the triangle ADB, firstly consider the triangle ADB. Use the Pythagoras theorem. What you will get? AB square is equal to AD square plus of BD square. Means C square is equal to A minus X whole square plus of P square. Now C square is equal to, simplify this, that is A minus B whole square. So it is A square minus 2AX plus of X square plus P square. This is your equation first. Now in triangle ADC, what is B square? B square is equal to P square plus of X square. So P square is equal to B square minus X square. Now substitute this value of second equation in the first. You will get C square as it is, A square as it is, minus 2AX plus X square. What is P square? P square is B square minus of X square. And after that this X square will cancel out. You will get the C square is equal to A square plus 2B square minus 2AX. What is C? C is AB square. What is A? A is what? BD square. BC square. Okay. This is BC square. A means A is BC square plus B is AC square minus 2 into A. A is again BC and DC. X is only DC. Okay students, so this is very simple. This is for the acute angle triangle. Means we are using the Pythagoras theorem on the acute angle triangle. You will get this relation. This is one of the application of Pythagoras theorem, because we are finding out, we are calculated this by using the Pythagoras theorem. Now see the obtuse angle triangle. In triangle ADC, if you are observing ABC, ACB is a acute angle triangle and AD is height of a triangle which is perpendicular to BC. Then we have to prove that AB square is equal to BC square plus of AC square plus of 2BC into AC. If you are observing that in the first and in the second, just only the sign, one sign only the different. Okay, because just this is for remembering. This is a trick to remember that, how to remember this formula. Now see in the figure, AD is perpendicular to BC. In the figure, AD is equal to P, DC is X, CB is equal to A, AB is equal to C and AC is equal to B. Use the Pythagoras theorem on the triangle ADB. Then you will get the B square is equal to P square plus of X square. And in triangle ADB, ADC and ADB. ADB का क्या होता है? C square is equal to P square in bracket X plus A whole square. You will get the C square is equal to A square plus 2AX plus X square plus P square. Now what is P square? P square is B square minus of X square. After substituting, you will get AB square is equal to BC square plus of AC square plus 2BC into CD. Just you have to consider this one triangle, write the Pythagoras theorem. Consider the bigger triangle, write the Pythagoras theorem. Compare it, substitute the value, you will get the formula for the acute angle triangle and obtuse angle triangle. Now the third, Apollonius theorem. This is also very important theorem. Now see here, this is also theorem we proved by the Pythagoras theorem. Now acute angle and obtuse angle we learn. Same we have to use here. So in the M is the midpoint of what is given? M is the midpoint of a triangle ABC. Then we have to prove that. What is condition? There is one midpoint should be there in a. It means that this is a AMC is a acute angle triangle and ABM is a obtuse angle triangle. In triangle ABC, M is the midpoint of BC. Therefore, AB square plus of AC square is equal to 2AM square plus 2BM square. We have to prove that AB square plus AC square is equal to 2AM square plus of 2BM square. Now, AD is perpendicular to BC. Therefore, in a segment, AM is not a perpendicular to the segment BC. Then out of AMB and angle AMC, one is a acute angle and one is a obtuse angle. This is a acute angle and this one is a obtuse angle. Now in the figure, AMB is obtuse angle and AMC is acute angle. By using these two theorems, just we proved acute angle for an obtuse angle, we can write the equation AB square is equal to AM square plus MB square plus 2MB into MD, and second equation is AC square is equal to AM square plus BM square minus 2MB into MD. This is for the acute and this one, first equation is for obtuse and second is for the acute angle triangle. Now by adding these two equations, you will get the AB square plus of AC square is equal to 2AM square plus 2BM square, because this will cancel out. This MC means BM because M is a midpoint, and therefore we can use this theorem to solve the questions which are based on the acute and obtuse angle triangle when the situation is like this. What? AB square plus AC square is equal to 2AM square plus 2BM square, or 2AM square plus 2MC square, because BM is equal to MC, M is a midpoint. So students, just today I am going to explain this concept. Application of Pythagoras theorem for the acute angle triangle, application of Pythagoras theorem by the obtuse angle triangle, and by using acute and obtuse angle triangle equation, we proved the Apollonius theorem, and on this basis tomorrow we will see the exercise. So all these theorems you have to note down your notebook. Now consider any one of the Apollonius triangle like this, take a value and send me the answer how you are going to calculate. Okay, by using one example, explain me the Apollonius theorem. That is your homework. Okay students.